The Public Safety Committee. Let me show for the record, it's Tuesday, October 17th at 6 o'clock. I'd like to consider approval of minutes of the Special Public Safety Committee meeting held on October 10th, 2017.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And so ordered. Motion carried. Number 3 on the docket is to discuss the police department's staffing study. I'll defer this to the chief.
Okay, not to be redundant, we talked about it before, just a review. There was 6 people that responded to the request for proposals. We went to interview 3, 1 dropped out. We interviewed 2. A local company that hadn't done a staffing study in many years, in the Northwestern University Center for Public Safety, which has done these. They had given us 2 references, which were both out of state. And at the last meeting, you requested to see if they had some Illinois references, which we did. Once again, the out-of-state references, one was extremely happy with the results, and the other one, although thought the study was professionally done, it didn't really answer some of their questions for annexation, and I don't know if that was part of the study or not, but they thought that they were professional. As far as in-state references since last week, I talked to Chief Lewis at Northwestern University Police Department, and I know it's part of Northwestern University. It's all part of the same thing, but Northwestern University does have an actual police department with sworn officers. This was done about 12 years ago, but the chief now, Bruce Lewis, was there for the study. He said that they had done a study. They had a 40-man police department at the time, and much like Tinley Park, they had a lot of special events because it's a Big Ten school. Felt they needed more people. The study showed that they actually needed 10 police officers, which was a 20% increase. They kind of staggered putting those officers on, 2 each year for about 5 years until they were up to speed with it. They were quite happy with the study and thought that it was both quantitative and qualitative. They looked at the numbers and things like that, but also looked at some special circumstances and did a lot of interviews and historical information. Second Illinois department was Oak Park. They more recently had a staffing study done, which was just on its patrol division, and that was to decide whether they should change from 8-hour shifts to 10-hour shifts or 12-hour shifts. But the chief said that it was pretty much a staffing study. They looked at calls for service, how long calls were held, the severity of calls, whether it took 1 or 2 officers, the time of day, all those kinds of things, and put all that into their report. He was satisfied it was very professionally done at the end of the day. So those were the 2 references we did. And I know there had been some questions about whether this was going to be a global study of the police department or just focus on the patrol division. And primarily, they're going to look at the patrol division, spend most of their time there, but I talked to the person who would be doing this today, and he assured me they're going to deal with detectives, the records administration, look at our span of control, our supervision, and even to some extent look at the 911 center to see if there's any call stacking and some efficiencies to get calls out. Although it wouldn't be a study of the 911 center, that would be a different deal. So they're going to look at the whole thing both quantitatively with our CAD data and also qualitatively through several interviews with key people in police department, the village, and the community.
Well, the board asked, or the committee asked for references. Chief got them. Is there any comment from the board? From the committee?
Chief, by any chance, have we done a review of how many calls per shift we have on average?
No, we have about 30,000 a year. I haven't broken it down.
Okay. Okay.
Any comments from the public? Okay.
Probably want a motion. You're looking for a motion, right?
Yes, looking for a
Dave,
motion.
I'll make a motion to the police department staffing study to the board meeting.
Second? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Nay?
Let the record show. Trustee Glatz, nay. Motion carried. I'd like to make a motion to adjourn special
So moved.
session.
Second.
Motion carried. Adjournment special session.
Yes, good point. Yeah, sure. Very good. Huh? Are you right?